it is general reading, this may or may not resonate. Okay, if it doesn't, check out your other placements. If you need a personal reading, all that information is going to be below.
So Gemini, I think, all right, let's do this. Again, I could be reading for the cross watcher, right? So take it how it resonates. I feel, Gemini, you have clarity about what you want, all right? What you want from this person, okay? You could be someone who is non-committal. You're coming off with someone, you know, who is very, very focused on their career, their goals, their money, you know, very money-minded or just very materialistic. You probably don't want to invest into a connection emotionally. I think you think about things very practically, very logically, and I think you don't have any time for love. You only have time for your career and your profession is what I'm getting here. Okay. I feel you have clarity about a situation and you want a new beginning with the person that you're dealing with. All right. Again, keep in mind this entire reading can be reversed. All right. So you have clarity about the situation and now you want a brand new beginning with this person out here. Okay. Because you're manifesting this person out here. You feel you have all that you need and you're ready to manifest a new beginning with this person. Okay. Why? Because deep down you feel something's unfinished. Okay. Something's not finished between you both. There's a cycle that hasn't been completed. Or you don't want to end the cycle with this person. Okay, let's see. I think in the past here there was a lot of willingness and determination from your side, or maybe you even had to travel to this person. Okay, so distance could be a blockage between you guys. But in the near future here, I feel that there is either too much of optimism that someone has, or someone's just too depressed. Okay, just not being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, or just being too depressed and too negative. Okay, a lot of pessimism in the near future. All right, probably because there is no clarity, or because someone's just having a hard time focusing on the positive aspects of the relationship or where things can still get better. You want a new beginning with this person for sure, okay? But the problem here is that you're coming off with someone, you know, who either A, has to fight a lot with your family, or tradition could be an issue between you both, okay? Or this is just a situation which has reached the end of the cycle. You know, you're almost at the finishing line. But the thing is that in order for you to finish that, right, is where you need to put in the work. It's going to come to you with a price. Commitment with this person, or this person wanting a commitment with you, it can happen, but it's going to come with a price. Okay, now the price can be anything at all right? It can be you having to sacrifice something. It can be you having to fight with your family. It can be you having to fight with the tradition. It can be you get what I'm saying, right? That's what's going to happen, because you're at the end of the cycle with this person out here. The person you're dealing with is waiting for you, okay? They're waiting and watching. This person has a lot of faith. This is a very optimistic person, okay? So someone who has a lot of hope and faith that things will work out between you guys one day. I'm getting a very strong long distance relationship out here. Could be an online relationship, all right? But I feel the person you're dealing with is very optimistic, and I feel this person here has made a choice of wanting to wait for you and stick around for you, but it's going to be up to you to take that call, all right? Because you don't want, with the Ace of Pentacles and your emotions, the Emperor and the Death fell out. So I feel that there's someone here who's finally changing. I'm getting a change. I'm getting a transformation out here. Someone who's finally ready to let go of what doesn't serve them. There was a lot of resistance from one person's side. Someone very, very stubborn out here. Okay, it could be a business owner, could be someone older to you. You could be young, whatever. But someone out here was resisting this change, you know, transformation, all this while. Maybe someone was non-committal and they didn't want to change for you, or you didn't want to change for them. But there is a big change coming up. All right. So let's see. Yeah, like I said, in your emotions, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So you definitely want something committed, something stable. Not like I'm saying that you want this. It's not an emotional beginning for you anymore. You definitely want something stable with this person, okay? But with the outcome, here's the Hermit. Someone's choosing to stay isolated. Let's see. What's the Ace of Swords? What's the Ace of Swords? Yeah. I feel one person out here has a lot of hope and faith that things will work out. I think you're both on the same page. With the Star out here and the Three of Wands, they're both very optimistic cards, okay? Very optimistic, having a lot of faith, and looking towards the future, you know, that if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, right? But not like just completely like say the law of attraction, right? Like, you know what you want, you manifest it, and then you let it go, and then you wait for the universe to do the work, and it comes back to you at the right time. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from both of you, right? But I think you've healed is also what I'm getting here. I think you've healed and now you have clarity about a situation. Either you've healed from a past connection or you've healed a past connection which probably kept on having a lot of influence in this connection and screwing up the potential of this connection. Or you've healed from the breakup, okay, that you had with this person. And now you're ready to move things forward with clarity, with honesty. King of Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Damn! It's like a face-off, man. You're both like... So it's like I'm getting one person invested a lot in this connection, okay, whilst the other person was very focused on themselves, their career, being very, very selfish and greedy with their energy, emotions, love, etc. Now the tables have turned, okay, and now this person is probably wanting to invest, or you're wanting to invest into this person, but now this person is just acting pricey. Now this person is not focused on themselves, okay. It could also mean that this person out here could be someone who's very attached to another person out here. Could be dealing with someone here who's married. You're married or the person you're dealing with is married. And they could be stuck in a rut, okay. Stuck in a rut or stuck in a marriage that they would like to come out of, but they still can't. Maybe there's someone else who's financially dependent on them. I'm just getting that for some of you. Okay. What's the Magician here? What's the Magician? Queen of Wands. You want to take action towards your manifestations, okay? I think you are trying to manifest this Queen of Wands, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're manifesting this person back into your life. You want a brand new beginning. You want a brand new opportunity with this person out here, okay? Look at that. 2 of Cups. A lot of love, a lot of balance, a lot of compassion, a lot of emotions. There's this balance, you know, that like that yin and yang and like that masculine, feminine energies, you know, there's this balance that's coming out from you, okay? I think now you're ready for that equal give and take, okay? And if it's a cross watcher, then the cross watcher is ready to give you that balanced relationship, okay? But this person really loves you to the core. Someone's manifesting you back, or you're manifesting them back. That's what's on their mind, because they think something's unfinished between you guys, or they just don't want things to end. The World in reverse, please. What's the World in reverse? The Tower. This person has had a realization, an epiphany, all right? So this person out, see, that's why the Death came out, right? That's what I'm getting. You, Gemini, or the person you're dealing with, someone out here has been resisting change, has been trying to run away, has been an escapist to changing their belief system, their thought pattern, or changing their thoughts about commitment, or changing their thoughts about wanting to be with you forever, okay? Because they just thought it was impossible, or because they didn't want to work or put in that work, which is pushing them out of their comfort zone, okay? Now the entire change is happening, and probably you don't even know it. But yeah, with the Tower here, I feel that this person here is making a very drastic approach. They've had a realization that illusions, okay, where they thought that the situation will keep working out the way it is. They didn't have to do anything much about it. That's what's changing now. They're changing it only because they feel that this is unfinished business. And there was a reason why this same pattern was repeating itself over and over again, okay? But yeah, they've had a realization for sure. There's a wake-up call from the universe. Hello? What's the Chariot? Two of Pentacles. So in the past year, there was someone here who you wanted to move towards, okay? But I think this person was constantly juggling you and another person juggling. I'm not getting another person, but definitely juggling. It's a very on and off connection. There. It was a very on and off connection out here, okay? But distance also could be a bit, all right? Distance could be a big issue between you both in the past. And because of the distance, right? This person was not being able to give you all the time, probably because of the traveling, because of the situation right now going on in the world, whatever, right? But there was a lot of on and off, a lack of stability in the connection in the past, okay? This person wasn't being able to give you all the time and effort that you wanted, or that you were giving, or that you deserved to this person, okay? That's one thing I'm getting here. So the willingness was there, but when it came to the stability, right, that's what was imbalanced out here. The Sun in reverse, why is that here? There is a lack of a new beginning here. That's what's happening here. There's a lack of a new beginning here. There's a lack of success out here. Why? Because someone is being very, very cold, very, very stubborn, very rigid is what I'm getting here. In a good way. In a good way. Okay, we don't have the Emperor in reverse out here. The Emperor otherwise also is all about structures, right? So I'm getting that, Gemini, if you are approaching someone, right, and you want to go to this person, why? Because you don't want the cycle to close. You want to still continue the same cycle, right? It's not going to work with this person. Cross watcher, if you're trying to come towards Gemini without commitment, without anything stable, without offering them anything secure, because I do see the King of Pentacles in reverse as the influence out here. So you want to come to this person with that same energy where, yeah, I love you, I want you, I want to be with you, but I can't commit to you. That ain't happening. That's just not happening. This person out here will want what they want. This person craves stability. They crave security. They have this craving of wanting. They don't like loose ends. They don't like loose ends. Now, it could be you, could be the person who's the cross watcher, okay, the person you're dealing with. But it's not going to work out in the near future. Why? Because this person's coming towards you, they're manifesting you, okay, because they have a realization. But is the realization enough for them to come towards you and commit to you? Is it enough to convince them that this is what you need, and without that it's not going to work? What's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse? Strength. See what's happening here, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, you are putting in a lot of willingness and determination, okay, to stay away from this person. Why? Because it is just not reaching that point of commitment. It's not reaching that point of stability, okay? So you're trying to do your best to resist this connection, resist this person. Maybe you're just very focused on your work, okay? But there's a lot of strength and determination coming from your side to not give in to this connection. You're not being tempted this time around. Three of Wands. What's the Three of Wands? What's the Three of Wands? Four of Cups in reverse. This person is waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Now, what I'm getting here is that, see, this person is very in and out, okay, of your life. So what's happening here is that this person is missing opportunities out here because they just keep fucking waiting. They're waiting, not doing anything about it. Like I said, right? This is an optimistic energy, right? But then the thing is that they're waiting for the ships to come in. So what I'm getting here is that this person that you're dealing with, right? This person is probably waiting for you to reach out to them so that you can let them know that you're still interested. I think they're waiting for you to reach out. And if this continues for a little longer, it's going to be a missed opportunity with you, or you with them. I think that's what's going to happen here, because we have the Four of Cups in reverse. There is no action from this person's side, I think. Okay, they're manifesting you. Or this could be this person who's manifesting you, right? And you're waiting for this person to reach out. When this person does not reach out, right? You're just like, you know what? It is what it is. Done and dusted. Missed opportunity. Let's move forward. That's what's happening, I think. And it could be that this person out here is wanting this commitment with you, but they're just resisting, doing their best to hold on. Unless and until they're ready to submit to this relationship. They're ready to give in to this relationship or give you what you want. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, cute. So you love them, you miss them. Then what's the hold up? What's the hold up? You want a brand new beginning with them. See, I'm getting... You know what I'm getting here? The person you're dealing with is the Magician. You're coming off as the Emperor. So if you see these two energies, right, they're very, very individualistic, okay? The Magician is someone who likes to operate on their own. They like to be their own boss. And they don't really work well with structures, all right? They don't really work well with solid structures. They don't work well with cages. They don't work well with squares, okay? On the other hand, the Emperor is someone who only works with structures. You tell the Emperor it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what they do. The Magician's like, no, maybe it's starting with a 5 and then you go back to a 1 and then you go back to a 3. You get what I'm saying? So that's a very manipulative energy, but at the same time, they're like, I can do whatever I want. I can waltz back into Gemini's life and, you know, like, and I can leave whenever I want. And the Emperor's like, no. You come in when I want, you leave when I want. Okay. You get the difference, right? So yeah, you miss this person, you want this person. Well, I mean, with the Six of Cups here, I think you miss this person a lot. A lot. You know what? I feel you reminisce. You miss the person. But I think you're just going down memory lane. But there's no action from your side too. What's the Hermit? Why is the Hermit here as the outcome? The Hierophant. Someone out here is growing spiritually. Wow. Wow. I really want to show this to you. Should I show you what's at the bottom of the deck? Wow, this is the Four of Wands. Eventually, someone's going to commit. I think the more isolated you stay, the more this person gets driven towards you, the more they get divinely pulled towards you, they're divinely being guided towards you. And boom, that's what's coming in, the Four of Wands, commitment, stability, security. Do this. You keep doing what you're doing, bro. I think that's the right way. Maintain the Emperor. Maintain this stability, security, all right? Don't give in. Don't change your thought patterns for anyone. Don't change your structures. Don't change your belief system for anyone, all right? The right one's going to come in and give you what you want, all right? So I feel that because this person's already with the Tower here, they've already had a realization, okay? They already know what's going on. And they're manifesting you back, okay? But I feel eventually as the outcome here, this person is going to be driven towards you. They're going to be divinely guided. They're going to be, there's going to be like the pull that they're going to feel, to come towards you, right? And I think that's when they will change their belief system. Could be dealing with someone very, very non-committal, okay? But they're coming towards you and they will change for you, all right? So that's what I have for you. Hope this reading resonates and leave your comments below, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you next time.